You want to add to that bio?
No, that's pretty good. In the 60 years, I did quite a lot of other things as well, but that's primary for today, the bio, yeah.
Well, you don't look that old. Maybe you want to explain that to the audience, how you spent 60 years doing all this?
Sure. It was 60 years in a quantum time leap, time traveling program. So I'm only 32, but I did hardcore 60 years with the SSP space program, specifically the Interplanetary Corporate Conglomerate. I spent a lot of time on the Mars bases and on the other planets, as you mentioned. My health is that of a 60-year-old, not of a 32-year-old. Recently, I went to check my vision, and my new optometrist said, well, there's something unusual here. I checked your vision, and it's not good. Your vision is that of a person who's 60, not 32, so there's something wrong here, really wrong. So, and I just smiled, and I said, yeah, I kind of thought that, because I had said 60 years in the secret space program. So, you know, there's 28 years that are basically something's off with my body, with the chronology of my cellular imprint. I'm 32 and I look young, but my health is not that of a 32-year-old. It's of a 60-year-old. And because it's because they did age regression on me and sent me back to the point of being 10. So, you know, that's age regression. There are consequences, neurological consequences, and health risks as well involved to the person. So that's what the result is of me and my health not being so good.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, well, thank you for sharing that. It's not wonderful what they did to you, but unless you, I don't know, did you consent to all that? Was that part of the job?
Well, it was part of. It was partial consent because not everything that I did in the program was horrible. Some of the stuff, like my job assignments, I enjoyed doing. Some of the other stuff I did not enjoy doing, like being a witness to what happens in those cybernetic labs where they take human bodies, they do soul transfer into the cybernetic bodies, and you have your basic cyborgs, you have your super soldiers and scouts. So witnessing that on the Mars labs, that's horrible. That's not something I agreed to do, but you know, when you agree to go into this program, anything goes. So
right.
That's what basically happened. Not pleasant, but I was a technician and I was monitoring quality control of how the cybernetic implementation is done with the human body. Hey, I saw humans chained up to the walls, hanging by the ceilings, their bodies, while their soul is taken out of their body and put in electric suspension animation. So that's not pretty to see. It's horrible, but that was part of it.
Okay. Alana, do you recall ever being controlled by one of these queens?
I don't remember being controlled by a queen, but there was mind control through the neuro implants, through the Neuralink implants that I had. They could send any type of mind control they wanted in the ICC. I don't remember being controlled by a queen, but I do have battle-ready training. So I could be any moment activated to do soldier-type things. I know that. The training is there for it. I wasn't actively doing that, but the training is there for it.
All right. Well, Elena, you want to comment, or you have any questions about next best or these beings?
Well, I can comment about the assassins that came to visit me, and they are genetically modified. And the origin is Mars, ICC, their genetic labs and what they're doing. One was a reptilian-human hybrid. She was 8.5 feet tall, looked like a cross on the head between a reptilian and the rest of the face and body humanoid. And she energetically attacked me and tried to cause me to have an aneurysm. And the other one was a tall Nordic white. He was about 9 feet tall, had eyes that of a cobra. He was a cobra class assassin, he can just put in poison into you and paralyze you. So I've had visitors that are genetically augmented and genetically modified. So, and they're from Mars, and they have their own genetic lab modifications that they do. They splice ET DNA, alien DNA, with human and hybridize you. So they have their own class of assassins, genetically modified assassins that are cloaked and sent down here in drop ships or beam ships. You know, they need to take someone out. The hit is put on you, and they try to kill you. So I've had experiences with encounters with genetically modified, augmented beings. That's my experience.
Right, and you've also said that somebody asked if you wanted to be injected with some kind of serum that would cause you to shapeshift into, what was it, a reptilian? Do you remember that story? You said that they wanted you to be a translator, or...
Well, no, that's different. I was injected various serums on when I was in the ICC, and they changed me genetically, like my skin color, my height, body mass. You know, they can give you any type of serum to change you into anything they want you to look like. It wasn't reptilian, it was some other being. I don't remember what it was, but I didn't like it, and I said, look, if you're going to change me into anything, it better damn look humanoid, at least. I don't want to look like anything that's not humanoid species of ET. So I only agreed to be changed into humanoid. I had blue skin. One time when I went into one of these Confederation meetings for translation, I had blue skin. I had white blonde hair, and I was about 14 feet tall. And I had stripes here. I had stripes on my face. So I would only agree to anything that looks human. Anything other than more than 2 arms, 2 legs, and more than 1 head, no thank you. I drew the line at that. I would only agree to look humanoid species. You can change my skin color, you can change my hair, my height, my body chemistry, but I want to still look humanoid. That was where I drew the line with any missions.